been here last year, or not, when we first met Elliot. And Elliot has come back again today, and he's going to share with us in just a moment. But I just wanted to share some words that actually Julie wrote last year that were so well done that I'm just going to use them exactly as she wrote them. And it's about explaining what transgender means. So, how many of you know or have known a baby? Probably all of us, right? And so what is the first question that people often ask when a baby is born? Is it a boy or a girl? That's good. Last year someone said, is it alive? That's true. So once we know, is it a boy or is it a girl? Now for a lot of people that works just great, right? But for a lot of other people it doesn't work out great. Because people, doctors and parents and soon everyone else is calling this person one thing. But they know deep in their heart they are something else. So someone who's called a boy might really know that she's a girl. And someone who's called a girl might really know that he's a boy. And some people feel like something in between, or not either, neither one. So it isn't necessarily the question we want to ask. I might say what we want to say when we see a baby is simply welcome to this world. Now, Elliot, you have some things to share with us. And I'm gonna, can you scoot in right here? Let's see, there we go.
Hello, is this thing
Hello.
on?
Is it on?
Yes, okay. Hi everybody, my name's Elliot, and I spoke here once before in April, and I was speaking about my transition as a transgender man, and how everybody can and should be accepting and respectful to everybody, even if you don't necessarily understand that person yourself. They're still deserving of your respect. And I think that aligns with today's service about how we should welcome the stranger, because we should welcome and respect everybody, even those who think or act or live life differently or a way that we would consider strange, in a way that we don't understand. Because just because somebody is a stranger to you or that person's life is strange to you doesn't mean that it's actually strange. It's just to you. It means that you don't understand them yet, and I'm sure many people here hadn't spoken to a trans person that they knew of, or had heard a trans person's story until I spoke, or you heard about it today maybe. And I thank you all for listening to that. You listened and gave me the respect that I deserved, despite my being a stranger to most of you. And you can't really come to understand somebody else or befriend someone else or come to know them as more than a stranger unless you give them that respect and you welcome them with openness. Because what stranger would feel welcome opening up to you if they're greeted with an audience that isn't actively listening or is actively treating them like an other or like a stranger? Transgender Remembrance Day is coming up this week, and it serves to remind us all of the many trans people who have been lost to the world. There have been 22 lives lost in the US this year alone, with many more lost around the world. 22 of my trans siblings who were lost because of transphobia, which is often rooted in a lack of respect and understanding for how trans people live and experience the world and our lives. That's why it's so important for us to remain open and listen to others, share our stories, because it's truly life or death for many of us. And to be honest, I was really nervous about speaking in April and today, but I know that I am sharing my whole life, my world, my thoughts, with a group of what was once strangers. but I have a duty and a privilege as a trans man for those who cannot speak safely and for those who have died living authentically to share my story to hopefully gain some respect for my community. And because I've embraced you all as strangers, we are no longer strangers today. We are friends and people joined by the desire to listen, understand, and make a few more people friends instead of strangers.